Hello, everyone. My name is Nicholas Viasana with Pops Down to the EB. Today, I am joined by Samantha Dong, CEO and founder of Ally Shoes. Say hello, Samantha.
Hi everyone. Hi Nicole. Thanks for having me.
So, my first question is I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself. What got you into business and wanted to become an entrepreneur?
Yeah, sure. So, it kind of really happened as a serendipity. I didn't come from fashion or retail background. I started my career as a management consultant, kind of on the business side. If anything, I was definitely a heavy heel user and had a lot of experience with heel pain, walking in airport and things like that. But really, I kind of had that epiphany moment after I injured my toes from a big hiking trip. And so after that, I actually couldn't get into closed toe shoes for quite a while and started wearing inserts and kind of orthotics, but just could not get back into heels without pain. So I think that's when it really hit me. This problem has existed for a while, and it kind of felt a little ridiculous that, as women, we still have to sacrifice or compromise between kind of style and comfort. And I was in business school getting my MBA at the time, so had a little bit of time to kind of explore the problem, interviewing people, trying out solutions and prototyping. So that's kind of how I got started.
When you were
Mhm.
creating this company, what was like would you say the biggest challenge was, just starting your own business, get everything from the ground up?
Yeah, I mean, it's really everything to kind of create, this physical product, but also creating, a business from every aspect from just a pure idea. So I think, I would say that probably the biggest challenge is it is a very difficult problem to solve, which is probably why, going back to what I was wondering at the beginning, how come no one has solved it? Because it is darn difficult. And
Right.
so trying to figure out an alternative solution is definitely kind of, the biggest uncertainty around that. But I think I was lucky enough that I was able to recruit a very diverse talent pool. We have Dr. Clark, who's a pediatric surgeon. Sarah, our designer, had great experience both with kind of dress shoe making as well as sneaker making. So she kind of brought in that aspect into it. And our product advisor was a lead designer at Nike with the Pohang collaboration. So we tried a lot of new ideas and um, can try to do things differently. So ultimately, we were able to find something that is very different and it works really well. But it was not easy.
Right. Well, I mean, that's great because, people are like, it's always about connections. And you certainly have a survey pool of people able to help you out with the business. Did you know them personally, or was it like you knew someone who knew someone who led you to them, or?
Yeah, so I actually found our product advisor, Jeff, first, and I just reached out cold on LinkedIn. That's
Wow.
how initially, because again, I didn't come from industry, and to your point, I think connection is very important. I didn't have that, but I think I was sort of audacious enough to just try to find people with the right profile. So I approached Jeff along with a few other cold messages. He's definitely number one on my list, and we met up. He really liked the idea, and he then introduced me to Sarah and Dr. Clark because he is very connected in the industry. So that's how the team got formed initially.
Right. That's great. Well, you mentioned business school earlier. I saw that you went to Cornell, graduated. You got your master's at Stanford. That's
Mhm.
incredible. Was there any sort of experiences, maybe any lessons that you learned that helped contribute to your success as an entrepreneur?
So I wouldn't say we're a success yet. I think we're still a work in progress. But we are, I think we achieved a lot of important milestones. So kind of looking back, I guess for me, the biggest um, learnings in kind of different parts of my career has always been, you know, figure out very ambiguous problems, starting with my experience in consulting, or even going back to I was an international student when I was in college and in grad school, where I had to adapt to a new culture and learning a lot of new things. But I think we're lucky enough that Dr. Google is out there, and you can really try to figure things out on your own with the right resource. So that's something that I think I got used to throughout my academic career or as a consultant trying to figure out industries. And then it kind of translated into when I had to start a company, figuring out shoes, figuring out branding, how to set up accounting systems, everything new. Every time it's a new challenge, but I kind of trusted that I could figure it out. So I think that's been very helpful.
Speaking on the topic of branding, I guess when you're talking to your marketing team or when people ask you about Ally Shoes in general, what do you say in your mind is like the targeted consumer? Like,
so we named it Ally because we want to really be the best friend in fashion, like a true ally to our target customer, who is this ambitious, busy professional woman. Age-wise, we do have a very, very wide range, but I think our core is between the age of 30 to 50. So she has had a few kind of career progressions and is trying to get to the next level. Definitely starting to have a lot more things she needs to balance, either with aging parents or maybe kid and family, or maybe she is just very focused on her career. Whatever it is, the last thing we want her to worry about is heel pain, right? We want her to look great, feel confident, and just kind of conquer the world, and we will be there to help her with the most kick-ass and comfortable shoes out there.
right. Well, when you go into a shoe store, you got to try the shoes on, you got to figure out the size for you. But of course, in our current times, things have been a little different. A lot of businesses closing, reopening. So how has the pandemic sort of shifted the way you've conducted your business?
Yeah, it definitely has changed a lot in terms of how we approach our customers. I will say that even before the pandemic, we were quite omni-channel, as in kind of half of our business were online and half of them were offline. And with the online part, we started building this experience where we had this Fit Finder quiz online. So if someone is not in New York, not somewhere we can go, then she can fill out these 10 questions, and our algorithm will predict which size would fit her better, because we do have a more granular set of sizes, from kind of pack sizes to width. But our quiz gives this, almost like a gamification of experience, where you tell us a few things and we'll tell you what size to try.
I always find it astounding seeing all the different ways these businesses can, change and adapt. I mean, you see people, showcase their products like through a Zoom call. You have this algorithm. It's incredible. It's really incredible.
Yeah, and I think that's what startups we're used to, changing and pivoting all the time. So yeah, that's what we do.
That's really great advice. It's really inspirational. But well, that's all the questions I have. Thank you so much for coming up. Thank you for your time. I wish the best for your business. Can't wait to see what direction it goes, how else you adapt to the current situation.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Nika.
Take care.
Thank you.